So welcome. This is really an exciting day. Every day is exciting here when we get to award cars to families. But today's a really special day because we have a partner with us from Sandy Spring Bank that we're really excited to have here today and recognize for what they've done for us. John Gedicke, who's here with us today, who's vice president at Sandy Spring, has been a long friend of mine, gosh, dating back to my days at UNBC. And he and I got to know each other then. Of course, he'd always been in the banking business. Then I came and started Vehicles for Change back in 1999. And one of the key components to our program for our families who get a car is the loan that they get. On our side, we didn't want those families to have to come up with the $900 or the $950, whatever they're paying for their car up front, because none of them would be able to do that. Around 2012, the bank that we've been working with had a new president and called and said, "We're not doing your loans anymore." And my heart sank, because we can't do this program without those loans. I mean, we don't have the ability to do that internally. So I'm in a panic now, and I'm calling every bank I know. I mean, literally, I called 10 or 12 banks, and every single bank turned us down. And so then it kind of dawned on me, hey, John's now at Sandy Spring Bank. Sandy Spring's a relatively small bank. I'm going to give John a call. Called John, and literally within 10 minutes of the conversation, he says, "I think we can get this done." Now, I got to tell you, if that hadn't happened, none of us would be here today. Since then, we've awarded over 2,400 cars to families. Not a single family would have gotten a car. We would have been gone. Vehicles for Change was done. We wouldn't have been able to award cars. So I'm telling you, without this partnership that saved this program, but did more than save this program, it impacted the lives of those 2,400 families that would still be struggling, that would still be stuck in poverty, that their children would still be without opportunities, as we see this young fella here that's his mom's getting a car today. So it makes a world of difference when families get cars and they're able not just to get a better job, but provide those opportunities for the children that they have. The second piece of that is it not only gets them into the car, but it allows them to establish credit over the course of the year. So the ability to establish credit is almost, not quite, but almost as important as the vehicle that you're about to get. And that's all because Sandy Spring Bank and John and his team stepped up 8 years ago and said, "We're going to do this. This is important," out of the kindness of their heart and because of the fact that they know that folks like you two and the other 2,400 families that got cars are important to our region, are important to the economy of our region, and excited to have you here. And we're going to move on a little bit, and I'm going to introduce John Gedicke from Sandy Spring Bank. John, thank you, and thank you for being here.
This is a transformational program. And for Sandy Spring Bank, when Marty made that call 9 years ago, it wasn't a matter of yes or no. It was, what can we do and how fast can we do it? It's just a wonderful program, and we are just so proud to be a part of it. So, Vehicles for Change is changing lives by giving people access to transportation. This opens up a whole new world where moms and dads can take better jobs, get their groceries more easily, get their children to where they need to go each and every day. And this is all done through access to transportation. And part of these, or part of this program, the financing that Sandy Spring Bank does, is just a small fraction of what we are proud and happy to do across the region. The Greater Washington region has many programs, many businesses, many individuals that need financing. And you know that when you make a deposit into your Sandy Spring Bank account, that money will be leveraged. It will be lent back into the communities where we work, live, and play. And that is so important. Our employees are encouraged to get involved with programs like this, and it just makes it so easy to do that. Whether it's during the workday or on a weekend, whenever. We are encouraged, and we're very thankful to have those opportunities. So on behalf of Sandy Spring Bank CEO Dan Schreider and our over 1,000 employees, and in the last week, 4 of those 1,000 employees who knew about this event came up to me and said, "John, I donated a car to Vehicles for Change." And it's a great program, and that donation was a wonderful experience. So that's just a plug. If you have a car, you're getting ready to buy that new Bentley, think about donating that car you're parting with to Vehicles for Change, because they will do wonderful things with it. So thank you, Marty. Thank you for the great job, and thank you for all of you at Vehicles for Change.
So obviously, like the team at VFC, the team at Sandy Spring, you know, it takes a lot of folks to get the loans processed and get all the paperwork done, and there's a lot of back and forth that has to go on. And so we greatly appreciate the whole team at Sandy Spring, and we want to present you guys with this plaque. It says, "Award of Appreciation presented to Sandy Spring Bank in appreciation of your partnership with Vehicles for Change to end generational poverty."
So I am honored to read the bios of these 2 lovely women. I'll start with Miss Shakit Anderson.
I have 3 children, and I have 2 boys and a girl. The ages are 9, 20, and 21. I love spending time with my children. Even though I do have 2 grown children, they still little babies to me, and I still treat them like babies. I have an autistic son, the 9-year-old, and he loves to sightsee, going over like train tracks, sitting at the park watching the planes. Oh my goodness. When we get that car, the first place we're gonna go is across the train tracks for my baby. He really wants to go across them train tracks. He's fascinated with trains. I have to see that big smile on his face. That is the first thing we're going to do, find a train track to go over for him.
And then Miss Taisha Thompson.
I actually have just one child. This is my first child ever in life. And so far, it's definitely been a journey, being a single mom, but he is just the light of my life, and he brings me so much joy, and I love watching him grow up and change every day and learn new things. And as he's navigating the world now, presently, the way it is, I'm also, learning from him and observing him. And I just love his patience that he has with me being awkward because I am a first-time mom. So, yeah, it's just been a joy so far. Because I don't have transportation of my own, going in has been kind of a difficult task. I am currently using my niece's car, but she's going to be going back to school soon, so I'm elated that I can kind of like just get in my car and go. Put my son in his little car seat, and we can just go. We can just go. That's how I feel. I feel like a breath of fresh air. I feel like I can breathe.
So I just wanted to say that I'm really, really grateful to have been selected for this program. And when I mentioned in the beginning about Vehicles for Change, not many people were like very supportive. And I just, kept the faith, and I'm like, I'm gonna go through this program. And I just kept faith and believed that I would have the opportunity to receive a vehicle. And I'm just grateful. I'm really grateful, because it's so empowering when you have the opportunity to have something like a car. And I know that it may seem like it's just a simple thing, but it's not. It really is life-changing, and I'm really excited. I'm so excited for, especially for my son and I, to just have this vehicle, because now we have like freedom to go and do so many things, and I'm just so excited. I'm looking forward to like mommy and me classes, and just just being supportive to him and making sure that he, gets to his doctor's appointments, and he can, go to any extra classes or any other extracurricular activities that, he needs to give him a start, a really good start, a really good